One eerie afternoon, Alex stumbled upon a peculiar flyer in his mailbox, advertising a costume shop promising unique outfits. Intrigued, he quickly called his friends Maya, Ethan, and Lily, who were scattered around town. Despite their initial skepticism, curiosity got the better of them, and they agreed to meet at the shop. As they approached, its old, creaky sign swayed in the wind, and the dusty windows displayed bizarre costumes. Little did they know, these costumes had a life of their own, and their lives were about to change forever. As they stepped inside, the shopkeeper, Mr. Grimshaw, greeted them with a peculiar smile. The shop was a maze of costumes, each more extravagant than the last. Drawn to different corners of the shop, the friends began to explore. Alex was captivated by a pirate costume, its details so intricate it seemed almost real. Maya, drawn to a witch's robe, felt a strange energy as she touched the fabric. Ethan couldn't resist a superhero outfit, joking about saving the day, while Lily admired a vintage ball gown, imagining the stories it might hold. They decided to try them on, unaware of the shopkeeper's watchful gaze. As each friend donned their costume, a peculiar transformation began. Alex, in his pirate attire, suddenly felt a surge of confidence and began speaking in old sailor slang. Maya, draped in the witch's robe, sensed an unusual awareness of her surroundings, as if she could perceive her friend's thoughts. Meanwhile, Ethan, in his superhero suit, felt a rush of adrenaline, as if he were ready to leap into action. Lily, admiring herself in the vintage ball gown, was overcome with nostalgia. Vivid images of grand parties flashing before her eyes. It was as if the costumes had a life of their own, drawing them deeper into their roles. Suddenly, a voice echoed through the shop, urging them to explore further. Mr. Grimshaw appeared, his eyes gleaming with a knowing look. "You wear those costumes well," he said, his voice a mix of admiration and something more sinister. "But beware, they have a way of taking on a life of their own." The friends exchanged uneasy glances, the thrill of the costumes now tinged with apprehension. With a mischievous grin, Mr. Grimshaw beckoned them further into the shop, leading them to a section filled with mirrors. As they gazed at their reflections, the room seemed to spin, and the boundaries between reality and fantasy blurred. Their reflections no longer mirrored their movements, but acted of their own accord, beckoning them deeper into the shop's mysteries. Their reflections began to change, taking on lives of their own. Alex's pirate self brandished a sword, while Maya's witch cackled, casting invisible spells. Ethan's superhero soared into the air, and Lily's elegant figure danced gracefully. The friends watched in awe and fear as their reflections beckoned them to embrace their new identities. As the reflections grew more animated, the room around them transformed. The walls shimmered, revealing scenes from different eras. A pirate ship on a stormy sea, a witch's lair filled with bubbling potions, a superhero's metropolis skyline, and a grand ballroom from a bygone era. The friends found themselves drawn into these scenes, the boundaries between reality and illusion becoming ever more blurred. Immersed in these otherworldly scenes, the friends felt their identities merging with their costumes. Alex found himself steering the pirate ship through tempestuous waters, Maya concocting spells in her lair, Ethan soaring above the city, and Lily waltzing across the ballroom floor. It was as if they had truly become the characters they portrayed. Just as they were becoming one with their reflections, a loud chime echoed through the shop, snapping them back to reality. The walls reverted to their dusty, mirrored selves, and the friends found themselves standing in their original clothes. Mr. Grimshaw reappeared, his smile knowing. Not all as it seems in Grimshaw's Emporium. You've had a glimpse of the magic, but remember, the choice to become someone else always comes with a price. Stunned, the friends exchanged glances, the weight of Mr. Grimshaw's words sinking in. The allure of the costumes had been intoxicating, but now the reality of their experience left them with a sense of unease. "What does this mean?" Maya asked, her voice tinged with apprehension. Mr. Grimshaw simply smiled, his eyes twinkling with mystery. "That, my dears, is for you to discover. The Emporium has shown you its wonders. Now it is up to you to decide how much of yourselves you're willing to lose." As they left Grimshaw's Costume Emporium, the weight of the experience hung over them. Each friend clutched a small trinket from the shop, a token of their journey into the unknown. As they walked into the night, they couldn't shake the feeling that their lives had been irreversibly changed. The shadows seemed a little darker, the whispers a little closer, as if the magic of the Emporium had followed them home. Back in the familiar comfort of their homes, the friends couldn't shake an eerie feeling. As they settled in, they noticed subtle changes. Alex instinctively used pirate slang. Maya found herself brewing herbal teas with unknown ingredients. Ethan's reflexes became unnaturally quick, and Lily, to her dismay, couldn't stop speaking in an old-fashioned accent. It seemed the costumes had left a mark deeper than they realized. Over the following days, the friends noticed their traits blending more deeply with those of their costumes. Alex began to crave the open sea, his speech peppered with pirate jargon, even in serious moments. Maya found herself concocting strange brews, her intuition unnervingly accurate. Ethan's strength and agility increased, leaving him questioning his humanity. Lily's mannerisms grew more antiquated, her reflections in mirrors often showing the elegant ballrooms of the past. Each wondered how much of themselves remained as the line between reality and fantasy blurred. Over the next few weeks, the distinction between the friends and their characters grew increasingly hazy. Their new traits began to dominate, making it harder to remember who they were before the visit to Grimshaw's.